as I said, I'll be back with another Saturn transit video. So I am back, and today I'm going to talk on the result of Saturn transit in Sagittarius as per Nakshatras. So Saturn is going to cross 3 Nakshatras in Sagittarius, and how will be the result of it in every other ascendant. 12 ascendant, I'm going to cover up all. First, let's find out what are the Nakshatra Saturn is going to cross in Sagittarius. First, Mula, Purvashara, Uttarashara. The 0 degree to 13 degree and 20 minutes of Sagittarius, it will cross Mula Nakshatra. Lord is Ketu. Then 1320 to 2640, it will cross Purvashara Nakshatra. The Lord is Venus. And lastly, very short span of 2640 to 30 degree of Uttarashara Nakshatra. Lord is Sun. You need to first check where is when Saturn will be crossing actually Mula. Where is your Ketu? Then where is your Venus? Where is your Sun? Rather than just talking about one thing that yes, my natal Saturn is here, my natal Saturn is there, your Saturn Mahadasha is not going on. If Saturn Mahadasha is going on, then count it. Otherwise, forget about Saturn. Where is your natal Saturn is positive, if not in Sagittarius. If your natal Saturn is in Sagittarius, yes, Saturn return, you need to count it. That's a major thing. Otherwise, look at those nakshatra lords where they are posited in your birth chart. So let's find out how is the result for all the ascendant as per these 3 nakshatras. I'm going to talk on. Click the link, subscribe the channel, be connected. That's it. And let's start with Mula Nakshatra. How will be Saturn transit in Mula Nakshatra for all the ascendant? For Aries ascendant, Saturn being 10th and 11th Lord transiting to the 9th house Sagittarius and crossing Mula Nakshatra. These people will be very much inclined towards religious activities, like running behind, guru, astrologer, or visiting lots of temples, places, because they want to somehow pamper God. They want to, not exactly pampering, they want to play a gimmick. That, oh God, see, they are so religious, they are doing all the good karmas, because they want new car, they want promotion, they want new job, they want new house, but without doing much of effort, because 10th house Lord is in the 9th house, crossing Ketu Nakshatra, so they will be running behind all those things to play a gimmick that, oh God, please relief, give us some relief, we want this, we want that, granted. But my dear, all Arians, it's not gonna work out. God knows everything better than us. So if you keep on doing all these things, keeping such kind of intention, I don't know how much it will be counted as satkarma. Just wanting baby is not the solution. For Taurus people, Saturn being the 9th and 10th Lord transiting to the 8th house of Sagittarius crossing Mula Nakshatra. I would say take care of your health. Especially because it's, your 9th Lord sitting in the 8th house. Try to avoid, traveling. Take care of your health, especially the parts below the waist. And complete no for any kind of investment. No matter how lucrative it is, don't even look at it. Now for Gemini people, Saturn being 9th and 8th Lord transiting to the 7th house and crossing Ketu Nakshatra, how it's going to give the result? Mula. They will be little aloof from everything. There will be a tendency of dramatizing the situation. Either they will dramatize the situation so much or they will ignore it at all. But yes, this is the phase, a good phase for going for construction of business, construction of new house. So those who are in, house construction business and all, that's going to be a beneficial phase. Ketu transit, that means Mula transit phase. And then for, Cancer ascendant, Saturn being 7th and 8th Lord, going to transit in the 6th house of Sagittarius, and when it will be crossing Mula Nakshatra, traversing Mula, these people will try to go for borrowing money, going for lending money, borrowing money. Both are completely prohibited. I would say no, don't at all go for all those things. This is not gonna work out, my dear. And yes, there will be harmony with your partner. The conjugal life will be missing because 8th Lord is sitting in the 6th house and traversing Mula Nakshatra. No, there will be trouble. So when there can be trouble, as I am saying it, so you should take some precautions. That's the beauty of astrology. You can make out what you should do. Next, for Leo. For Leo ascendant, Saturn being 6th and 7th Lord, transiting to the 5th house of Sagittarius and then crossing Ketu Nakshatra. These people will feel that they are not getting help from anyone, especially from their father figures, authority, or forefathers. Like they are no blessings is working for them. And with children, there can be huge conflict. Okay, so just be good for the timing. And yes, when Ketu will be in your 5th house, when Saturn will be in 5th house crossing this Ketu Nakshatra, their main motto will have the grace, power, rather than opinions. I want this success, I want this money, I want that promotion. No, they just want the power, so that people should recognize them, people should kind of obey them. So their target will be like this, but it's not going to work out much. Hold on, that's it. And for next, yes, Virgo ascendant, Saturn being 5th and 6th Lord, traveling to the 4th house and crossing Mula Nakshatra. You will have to take care of responsibility. There will be lots of responsibility on you. Whether it's family responsibility, loan responsibility, yes, you may go for loan. I will say yes, loan condition will be good enough. And take care of one more thing, that it's better not to go for loan. If your dasha is supporting, I will say yes, good enough. Otherwise, I will say try to avoid it. And responsibility, that you will have to take care. No way. Saturn and Ketu, that mixture will not let you escape from this situation. Then Libra ascendant. Saturn is going to be Yogacara, 4th and 5th Lord, and transiting to the 3rd house of Sagittarius, crossing Ketu Nakshatra Mula. These people will, they will show lots of sarcasm. They will show lots of boldness. In short, there will be missing of, balance, tactfulness. Okay? People can be tactful. People can be very much balanced. But that is going to be very much missing in Libra people. They will be very much pushy. Is it going to work? No. For Scorpio ascendant, Saturn being the Lord of 3rd and 4th house, will be transiting, not sitting, yes, kind of sitting for next 2.5 years in 2nd house of Sagittarius, and there it will be crossing Ketu, and on that phase, yes, they will be very much harsh on speech. They can be abusive, and they will not be having any sense what they are telling to whom, and at times they can even talk foolish, and they will be very much restless. They will feel that their life is meaningless. This whole life is meaningless. This whole art is meaningless, and they are running behind all meaningless things. So that kind of thought they will be having during this time. But this is periodical. With time, as Saturn will move on, it will get subsided. Lastly, yes, finally that Sagittarius, on which everything is happening. Saturn will be in 1st house, being 2nd and 3rd Lord, crossing Mula Nakshatra. They will be very much distasteful in everything. They will show rigidity, dictatorship. It's like, yes, when they will say it should be like this, it should be like this. Otherwise, they will feel offended, not offended. They will be very much angry, upset in life. People can say that, yeah, they will be very much lazy. Though, this is not the time to be lazy. In Ketu Nakshatra, they will not be rigid. They will be rigid. Ketu is very much stubborn. Ketu will show in Sagittarius, 1st house. They will keep on having conflict with people because of that. So, when you know it, try to subside from all these things. And Capricorn people, 1st and 2nd Lords, your Ascendant Lord is going to transit in 12th house. And when it will be crossing Mula Nakshatra, I would say go for pilgrimage. That is going to be very much good for you, beneficial. And these people will not be having calculativeness with money matter, financial matter. So finally what will happen, when Saturn will be crossing Uttarashara Nakshatra, they will be screwed up very badly because it's Lord. So I will say that yes, still there is a time. Try to be calculative and reasonable about the money matter. Aquarius people, they will try to be a little away from social gathering, okay, away from little people. They are not having much of interest on all these things, and they will find whether they are, as Saturn in the third house of Sagittarius crossing Ketu Nakshatra, they will find they are lacking in expression. What they like, they are unable to say. What they don't like, they are unable to make people understand. So there can be misunderstanding with people. There can be chances of having misunderstanding with these people. Finally, Pisces people, Saturn is going to transit in the 10th house, being 11th and 12th lord, right? And when it will be crossing Ketu, Pisces people will be very hyperactive in the house of 10th house of karma, because Ketu, it doesn't take much time to execute their whatever is their idea, whatever is their plan. So once they think something, they execute it instantly. They don't take much of time. So when Saturn will be in the 10th house of karma crossing Mula Nakshatra, this is the specialty of Mula Nakshatra. They will be very much, action oriented, taking action, all these things often. So, okay, in a way I will say that's going to be a good phase for them, for Pisces people, not so bad, not so good. So that is all about, in general, interpretation of Saturn transit for various ascendant. As far Mula Nakshatra traversing through Mula. But it depends where you see your Mula is positive, okay, which Mahadasha going on all these things. Now, that second part I will talk about Saturn transit to Sagittarius while crossing Purvashara Nakshatra. But before I go for that, you need to understand three things. Like, Saturn is the lord of which house is in your ascendant, and that Purvashara Nakshatra lord Venus is the lord of which houses and sitting in which house in your natal chart. So Venus position in your natal chart, Venus rulership in your natal chart, and Saturn rulership in your natal chart. So I'll be talking about the interpretation. I will be knowing, if I say Aries ascendant, I will be knowing the rulership of Saturn and Venus. All I will be missing is that different position for Venus, Venus natal positioning for different people, different Aries people, Taurus people, that will be missing. So it is going to be in general interpretation. So you will be understanding how to interpret in your chart, or you can even put the questions on my comment section. I will get back to you. So let's start with Venus Nakshatra crossing of Saturn in Sagittarius Purvashara. For Aries ascendant, when Saturn will be transiting to Sagittarius, being 10th and 11th lord, and when will be transiting through Purvashara Nakshatra, which is the lord of 2nd and 7th house, Aries people will be actually pushing themselves so much for, for some more income, extra income. It's not because they want to reach their day-to-day needs. It's because they want to have some extra money to show off, to go for luxury. So this pushy nature is going to make them actually upset, because they are always running behind something more. So these are the things, but without much of great effort they will be doing it. Then you need to do lots of effort. No, they want easy and extra income without much doing, hard work for luxury. Now for Taurus ascendant people, Saturn being Yogakara, 9th and 10th lord, when it will be crossing in 8th house of Sagittarius and crossing through the Purvashara Nakshatra. the Lord, the Nakshatra of 1st and 6th Lord. At that time, though these people, Taurian people, will be facing lots of problems like health issues or usual depression, but they will keep on showing like, Arya, all is well. Yes, chances of boosting employment, especially in job, can be there. For Gemini ascendant people, Saturn being 8th and 9th lords transiting through 7th house of partnership and crossing through the Nakshatra of 12th and 5th house lord. These people can have actually travel, but I would say it's better to go for some pilgrimage and all for them. They will be having the tendency to go for some new relationship. The new relationship can knock at your door, and you may have the tendency for having lots of physical pleasure, because this is ultimately your 7th lord crossing 12th house nakshatra and your 5th house lord nakshatra. So this thing can come in your life. For Cancer ascendant people, Saturn being the lord of 7th and 8th house, transiting in the house of sign of Sagittarius 6th house and crossing the nakshatra of 11th and 4th house lord Venus. So these people can actually have old inheritance property because, and yes, especially through in illegal cases, if there is any illegal issues going on over your ancestral property, your inherited assets and all. So in that matter, if at all, yes, the Shah will also have to support. This can be a beneficial phase for you for winning this legal battle, and this is actually a good positioning for those Cancerian people who are in investment banking. Now for Leo people, Saturn being 6th and 7th lord transiting in the 5th house of Sagittarius while crossing through 10th and 3rd house lord nakshatra Venus nakshatra Purvashara. These people will be actually feeling uncertainty of job, dissatisfaction in job, and there can be some blame game in job, in their employment. I'm not talking about exactly the businessmen, those people, those who are in those Leo people, okay, those who are in business, they may think of actually expanding their business because it's in 3rd house nakshatra lord, Saturn is going to cross. So in that I will say that is good, but for employed people, job oriented people, this is going to be tough phase. They will keep on thinking, no, I need to get out of this job, I just can't breathe here. So such thing they will be feeling. Now for Virgo ascendant people, Saturn will be in the 4th house of Sagittarius, being actually 5th and 6th lord, and it will be transiting through the nakshatra of Venus, through the nakshatra of 2nd and 9th house lord. So there can be chances of losing some precious thing, some assets, money, or someone is stealing your precious watch, phone, whatever. So take care of that part, I will say. And other than that, this is a good way. If Dasha allows, then this is a good way. This is a not exactly good way. This is a good chance of getting some good loan for buying property, because 6th lord is in 4th house transiting through 2nd and 9th house lord nakshatra. Now let's talk about Libra transit for Saturn in 3rd house, and when it will be crossing the 1st and 8th lord house nakshatra, then these people will be feeling helpless. They want to do something. They want to do something of their own. They want to do something new. Lots of plan they will be having, but this is like indecisiveness. When to start, what to start, whether it will be, they will not be sure about their own mind. Whether we can do, we can't do, which field will be suitable. All these questions will be so much in their mind that finally it will take lots of time for them to start it. But yes, Saturn is there in the 7th house. 3rd house, it will make you, those who are really willing to start something their own, this is the right time. Saturn will work on you. Now for Scorpio people, Saturn will be transiting in the second house, being your third and fourth lord, and it will be transiting the nakshatra of 12th house lord and 7th house lord. Yes, this is a good positioning for those who are into foreign related thing, who are in import export kind of business or work. Otherwise, the rest of the people, they should think of how to connect with faraway places as related to your work, I'm saying, not just leisure travel. So that can actually balance your thing. And I would say take care of your mom. There can be lots of expenditure in terms of medical expenditure, I am telling you. Your wife may have some health issues because your third house, fourth house lord is transiting to the 7th house lord also. So your wife, your partner can have some health issues. So yes, expenditure this way or that way. Keep that in mind. So you'll be mentally prepared. Now for Sagittarius and people, when Saturn is going to cross their first house in Sagittarius, and when it will be crossing 11th and 6th house Lord Nakshatra, Venus Nakshatra, Purvashara, these people will be actually having good time in terms of sales, not exactly only sale, I will say, providing service kind of any 6th house related job, sales, service providing, these are the things they can do quite well, I will say, during this time. And other than this, there can be some legal issues, and if legal issue arise, then it will take different mode completely. Now for Capricorn people, Saturn will be in 12th house and it will be crossing the Yoga Karak Venus Nakshatra Purvashara. It's 5th and 10th house Lord Venus Nakshatra. Get rid of yourself from any kind of illicit relationship. It's time to connect with faraway places. Okay, in terms of your business, then you can balance your, because it's second Lord 12th house and transiting your 10th house Lord Nakshatra. So you should actually focus on your faraway clients, faraway business, faraway jobs. You are in one city, you are trying to get a job in different cities, so that can work better for you. And for Aquarius, Saturn will be transiting in the 3rd house of Sagittarius, and it will be again crossing the Yoga Karak Nakshatra, Purvashara, the Lord of 4th and 9th house Lord Nakshatra Purvashara. These people can be benefited by their mom, and it's a good phase to have benefit from property matters. And of course, yes, the child will have to balance and all. But I would say for Aquarius people, this Venus transit phase is going to be really cool enough. They can have travel and all. It's good enough. And finally, for Pisces people, Saturn will be in 10th house, being 12th Lord, transiting the 3rd and 8th house Lord Nakshatra Purvashara Venus. And 3rd and 8th house Nakshatra means they will be having sudden depression. Suddenly their mood will start swinging, and yes, this time Pisces people will keep on running behind astrology. Like earlier it was, Aries, I said, for Mula Nakshatra, and for Pisces, these people will be, and they will be having stress from relationship. 8 from 8 third, and health also will be kind of ups and down. In short, this is not going to be much of good phase if the chart is not much of supportive. So that was all about what Saturn transit in Sagittarius in terms of traversing through Purvashara Nakshatra, the Nakshatra of Venus. Now the last one, Saturn transiting through Uttarashara Nakshatra. The Lord is Sun. Where is Sun in your chart? Then you can say the flavor exactly how that period when Saturn will be crossing 26-40 degree to 30 degree of Sagittarius, how it's going to affect in your life. So for Aries ascendant people, when Saturn will be crossing through the nakshatra of 5th Lord Uttarashara, Sun's nakshatra, that can be the time for changing job, some change in job. So you can say that someone is getting new job and changing the old one. Yes, that can be, and they can go for some training purpose issues and some learning process can be there, I mean to say. And for Taurus people, yes, not much of luck support. Why? Because this year Yoga Karaka is transiting to 8th house, being in, the Lord of 4th house Lord. No, this will be not much of luck support, and suddenly you can find yourself that jobless. That can also happen. And for Gemini ascendant people, yes, Saturn is transiting to 7th house, and when it will be crossing the 3rd Lord Nakshatra Uttarashara, there can be lots of proposal for partnership. Collaboration can be good, whether it's collaboration for your personal life or collaboration for your professional life. In short, a partnership collaboration can be good option for you if the chart supports. Then for Cancer ascendant people, once Saturn will be transiting to the 6th house, and it will be crossing actually to your 2nd Lord Nakshatra Uttarashara. These people may lose much of the money in terms of just paying bills, loan, and especially there can be someone, your wife can have some problem because it's 7th Lord sorry, and your 8th Lord transiting to the 6th house, and in 2nd house, Maraka house Lord. So that can give you, draining out of money can be there. That's what I want to say. Leo people will feel that partnership of any kind, whether it's business or whether it's personal, is not actually much beneficial, which was seemed to be quite beneficial earlier. Exactly, it's no more, and perhaps the earlier calculation about the partnership issue was wrong. So it's not much of boosting in your life for you, because it's your 7th Lord is actually transiting in the 5th house, so benefit from partnership, but it's in ascendant Lord Nakshatra. And Saturn, for ascendant Lord Sun Nakshatra, yes, obviously such kind of feeling it will keep on giving you. Now for Virgo people, Saturn will be crossing in the 4th house, and when it will be transiting the 12th Lord Sun Nakshatra. All Virgo people, they can feel that they are lost somewhere, lack of focus when it comes to study. It's not only studies, I would say the lack of focus in almost everything in short. And there can be chances of some mishappenings, like medical emergency issue at home, because your Saturn is 6th Lord sitting in the 4th house and transiting to the 12th house Lord. So yeah, 6 and 12 combinations sitting in the 4th house, so that emergency situation can come up. Now for Libra next. Now for Libra ascendant, when Saturn will be in 3rd house, okay, there will be not exactly clueless, I will say. I wanted to say clueless. There will be impractical enough for ambition. High ambition, and most of the ambition in their life is almost clueless kind of thing. Why? Because Saturn, Yoga Karaka, sitting in the 3rd house, traversing through the 11th house Lord. So, and Uttarashara has this quality, being little unrealistic at times. And yes, traveling can be little beneficial for them if the chart allows, I will say. And for Scorpio people, Saturn is going to be in the 2nd house and transiting through the 10th house Lord. So they will be feeling that success rate is less. Yes, one thing can be there, the stuck of money, which was earlier stuck, you were not getting your money, it was getting delayed, that can be back in your pocket. But you will be just thinking that the kind of promotion, the kind of things you want, this is not happening, this is getting delayed. Everyone is crying for that, this is nothing new. And Sagittarius people, when Saturn will be in the first house and transiting through, ninth house Nakshatra. Saturn can make you lethargic. Saturn can make you like, yes, when it will happen, happen. Why to bother much? So you'll be lazy. You'll be having not much of dynamism in you. You are just waiting for something to happen automatically. Yes, ninth Lord Nakshatra will be transiting. So yes, such kind of, perhaps few Sagittarian people are thinking, no, I'm not like this. I'm not going to do such kind of behavior. But then yes, when time comes, people was in different ways. And Capricorn people, when Saturn will be in 8th Lord Mahadasha, they will be feeling that, yes, crunch of liquidity. Because second Lord is in 8th house, Nakshatra transit to the 12th house. So lack of resources in life, or perhaps suddenly no work at all. And if someone is going to 8th Lord Antardasha, 8th Lord, this Sun Antardasha, Sun Mahadasha, then yeah, total gone case. There will be lots of trouble in terms of your mental condition, and of course money crunch, and try to avoid as much as you can the traveling. And for Aquarius people, in 11th house, Saturn will be crossing the 7th house Nakshatra. These people will be having kind of, preset mind towards their partnership that it's not working anymore. Lots of clash, ego issues, because Saturn being your ascendant Lord, 12th Lord, actually transiting to the 7th Lord Nakshatra and sitting in the 11th house, they will say that no, there is no use of this partnership anymore. It's not that it's just not beneficial. They will be saying that we are not matching with the wavelength. No more similar kind of vibes we are having. So let's come out of it. And finally, Pisces. When Saturn will be in 10th house, traversing through 6th Lord Sun Nakshatra, Uttarashara. Yes, even for 5% success rate, you need to work throughout day night. And there can be chances of trapping in legal issues. Some harassment is coming, or automatically some issues are there. You are pushed towards legal things. So kind of thing can happen. So that was all about the complete Saturnine story for 3 nakshatras, for every other ascendant, more or less. Yes, I described all. And rest, what is your natal Ketu, Venus, Sun, that will tell you the actual storyline, okay? But more or less, this is the way you need to find out the things. And Dasha will also talk. Your Ashtavarga point will also tell how to go with that. Many things. It's not so easy to talk on in general times. But this is for all the astro enthusiast people, those who are so inquisitive. They want to know how it can be. And if I am saying something that says this is going to happen, they will find out why I say that, because I am also explaining why I am saying so, right? So this is the way to look at it. And lastly, as usual, I don't need to actually repeat it again and again. Subscribe the channel, be in touch with me. All the links are there. If you leave your comment actually over here in YouTube, as in Facebook page, there are lots of people are commenting. At times I can't follow, but over here not much of people commenting over here in YouTube, so it's very easy for me to get the notification and get back to people. So comment over here, write down your query, I will get back to you people for sure. And for now, thanks a lot and bye bye. Keep subscribing. I'll be back.